Hey everybody, welcome back once again to the Tournament of Legends 2 European Qualifier #1. My name is Blue, joined today by Jebro, and we're here at our final match of the day, the third place match, which is going to be between Pizza with Nutella and High Impact.
It's going to be a good one. Seeing them in the past week coming up against each other in the ESL Cup. In the first game they played against each other, coming up 499 to 502 in favour, pardon me, of High Impact actually taking it and getting going further on. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is actually going to go, especially as we're not actually playing that map first. We're actually on Qualifier.
We are on Legacy of the Qualifier for our first map, guys. Once again, the map rotation has changed once more. We're going to be starting on Legacy. Second map will be on Kylo, and then the third map will be on Temple of the Silent Storm. So here we go, guys. Once again, with the first game here, this is still a best-of-3 set. Team that wins will be getting third place prizing. The losing team will be getting fourth place prizing. So here we go once again with Pizza with Nutella versus High Impact.
Some mass splittage hopefully coming out for these guys. Red team tending 2 to their close point at the moment. Naya and Astra currently going over towards the close point of red. Sorry, Atra. 2 as well for blue as well. They're getting on there a bit late. Oh, 3. I didn't actually see Mats was over there as well. So quite a little team fight going on over on the waterfall. 3 versus 2 currently. Not liking the odds of that actually, as Ken drops that supply crate just behind him to stun anyone from coming onto that point. Whoa, Ken! Holy moly, the damage that came onto him from Ty and also Lipion, just nailing him there. And Mats, that combination's horrible for him to take down. And yeah, Waterfall going to blue and just pushing towards the midpoint now. Big, massive team fight going on.
Indeed, let's check it out here again. We're currently looking at Demon Lord's point of view after that absolutely decimating early fight that we had over there, knocking out quite a few members of the quite a few members of the red team there, forcing them to fall back over here towards the middle now.
Yeah, over in the middle, again, Demon Lord, the focus targets coming out from the blue team at the moment, but he just did get rezzed up indeed, still has his elite as well, so can come back into this game and potentially bring up another teammate, not using that utility yet. Guardian Trollo actually is in quite a lot of trouble as well. He was just coming out of the points to regen a little bit. He's going to be okay for the time being. Mr. Demon Lord, still a lot of focus on him. Atrasty he's having a couple of problems as well. There is a portal place somewhere on the map. The portal has come out. Looks like the blue are trying to edge over towards the quarry at the moment as well. Naya and the Thief on the red team at the moment, just kind of warding off Mats at the moment. That SR has come out, so he's able to sneak past. That was kind of obvious. I'm not sure really why they didn't just pull back. Mats is able to get an easy decap here.
And indeed he was. As you take a look at that, he'll be there. He does actually have stealth on him, so it took him a few seconds there to actually get the effect of the decap rolling. But once again, with that said, he'll be taking the decap pretty easily, just due to red team being super duper focused on winning the mid fight here at the moment.
Yeah, massive focus there from red, and they have pushed over towards the waterfall. Ken has gone over there versus Angel as well. Yeah, it's going to be quite a tough fight for him. If Angel can get off some cleanses as well, he's going to be okay, but I don't think he's going to have enough to deal with Ken actually, because of the combination of the bombs and the grenades. If he wasn't running both of them, I'd say he might be a little bit screwed, but that fight's going to go on for a considerable amount of time. I'm not sure Ken's going to be able to get him down quick enough to make full use of it. But look at that. Oh, did you see that nice combo he had there? Stealthing up, running into him, just interrupting him enough that people from behind come in and just get some extra damage. But Angel doing still a really nice job at holding for as long as he possibly can versus 3 currently.
Yeah, he's going to go down, but Matse's skills theory is going to be on the way. A lot of blue team actually going to be on the way over here. We've got ToL2 in play now as well. 2 Squisher members, so they're probably not going to be able to save him, but again, they can keep this team fight going. ToL2, however, gets shut down the second he joins the fight. Guardian Troll, although is here, he's going to try to get his teammate back up, and they'll get him up successfully, but again, with that big burst that we had coming in from the red team, blue team's really got to wrap things back around here now if they want to hold on to this node.
Yeah, blue, they're doing enough to just hold it now and push those guys back. They literally, look at the one tick off. Look, he gets put off. Guardian was knocked off point there by Ken with the, I believe it's Shield 4 ability, with the blast and the knockback, and able to get that decap, which is very, very important for Red to try and just come back into this game. Only 30 points ahead, but of course every point counts at the moment. Naya has of course gone down in mid, so Red need to be aware they are so they have retreated back to the midpoint as well to make sure that that isn't capped by the blue team. So we're doing quite well at the moment. The cap each. More kills really coming out for the blue team across the map. Naira, of course, did go down. Red Thief quite low, but he's going to be okay, just dropping that SR on the south point of the map at the moment. Mid, sorry.
And Matse, we're currently looking at him over here, currently trying to find a Trastia. ToL2 as well, also looking to hunt him down here. Matse kind of defending the back node here. There we go, with him getting on node. We're going to see Matse diving on. Can he take him out, though?
Ooh.
Waiting for that combo. Spamming through here at the moment. Seals popped out there once again by Matse as well, and is so close to taking a Trastia. And thankfully, due to Trastia's low health pool when he got onto the node to begin with, Matse is going to be able to make quick work of him, knock him out, and once again, hold on to this node under a blue team flag.
Yeah, he's solid there performance from Mats. It does feel like Impact are actually doing it a bit better than they were in their last games. With the kind of pressure that comes in with those rounds, now they're kind of just playing for a bit more of glory rather than getting in. There's not so much pressure, so they're actually doing. It does feel like they're doing it a little bit better at the moment. That's what also comes into these tournaments. And big in the mid at the moment. Massive damage coming down onto the body of Demon Lord there. Zeraldo, next target for the blue team. There's quite a few guys on this point. They need to be ready, need to try and get some backup in here as soon as possible, because Zeraldo is not able to give any boons to the rest of his team, of course, to actually keep himself up, which is what really that build is kind of about. At the moment, over on the waterfall, Naya is going one-on-one versus Angel, but able to get that AoE down, so Naya has got no spirits at the moment. I'm assuming that's, yeah, he is still using that build.
He's going to pull out the Nature Spirit, though, so he still has that to support him. It's actually a pretty decent amount of passive regen, and again, with Angel Chaos not having the most damage in the world here, especially with him being on Staff Ellie, we're probably going to see a pretty decent amount of regen coming out from Naya here.
Gonna be okay, for he's gonna be able to get himself back up, like you said as well. It's been so long now. He does have all those the cooldowns back up. He's actually just gone down. He didn't get the elite off. Oh, stealth comes in. Good job. Nice res over on waterfall. Really nice from the Red Thief there. Really good job actually across the whole map. It's still quite close, and all 3 points are contested.
Indeed, and this is going to become a pretty typical Legacy game now, as we've come to expect. So we're going to have all 3 nodes contested, a very split-up fight due to the fact that mid has yet to be taken, I believe, so far in this matchup, and everybody is just scrambling to take control of side nodes here in order to give their team a lead.
We're waiting for that snowball effect
Blue
to
team,
kind of pile
Red team
in
actually does have Quarry, though, as we were just at a bit of a delayed update there to the overlay, so they did actually have Quarry. So once again, we are going to see Red team slowly start to pull their side of the rope back towards them here, and if things stay the way they are, like they often do on this map, more than likely we could be looking at a possible comeback here for Pizza with Nutella and seeing them take the lead here now.
I do think so, indeed. These 2 teams are very close in their skill as well, and how good they are, and it's good. I think it's. I would love to see a little Lord play come out. I'm not sure which team would go for it. Probably Impact, if either of the both. Oh, the Red Thief's actually gone down over the waterfall at the moment. Nice, picking him up off point as well. So they're just avoiding that fight onto the cap at the moment. So I think the blue team probably going to get the waterfall at the moment. Not too sure. They need to be careful here because. No, Zeraldo is actually going to join that fight over a waterfall as well. Ken's going to try and take the Guardian. Oh, but look, Ty's come back into the mid as well. Ken's going to try and drop that supply crate to interrupt any big burst that's going to come out from Ty. And a nice job from Ken again, using his skills at exactly the right time. Not just spamming out the crate just to get some HP and everything, but actually using that stun.
And going in over here, once again, you've got Matse along with Angel Chaos putting some hurt on the Zeraldo at the moment. But again, Zeraldo being the bunker guard, he's got a lot of cooldowns to keep himself up and alive. Better target, definitely going to be looking to be a Trastia here. But at the same time, Matse has to be a little bit careful with Trastia because, again, they're both rather squishy characters. If they both take too much damage, they're both going to find each other in the grave very, very quickly with either one engaging on either one. So there is going to be a bit of hesitation in regards to that, but then you've got Angel Chaos again on Staff Ellie, bringing in a lot of support over here to Matse, and at the same time, you've also got Zeraldo doing the same job for a Trastia there too. So the Thieves are the main focus of this fight, but we did see a Trastia go down over here now. Matse's trying to put some Corpse Cleave on Zeraldo at the same time, going to try to go for a res, but Corpse Cleave now coming in, not much connecting onto Zeraldo, but a good knockback comes out from Angel Chaos, pushing him away from the corpse, and then that should guarantee the kill on a Trastia, and allow Blue Team to take a very slight advantage back over here at the waterfall.
Yeah, there's some nice resin going on the midpoint actually at the moment. Ken went down. He actually got rezzed up so quickly. His HP did rise to 100%. He really is the main focus at the moment. Ty is really on his case, not doing him any favors at all, and just punishing him for any mistakes that he's going to make, which he really hasn't made many tonight in this game. He's just heading over towards the I was going to call it Henja quarry point at the moment, because Demon Lord is actually in quite a lot of trouble. So that nice rotation as well from Ken as he escapes is going to help out. But Ty's going to come onto the point as well to offer up the same kind of support with Lipion really, really low. And the damage coming out from Demon Lord and Ken, really, really nice for him there. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get Lipion down. He's not too far away from being rezzed, and he is going to get up. He's actually quite good. Oh, but Ty...
Red team's hurting here. Red team's hurting here, to be completely honest, though. Even with Ty going down here, they can't really put much core sleeve on. You just saw that they had to fall back to a water field play there in an attempt to get them back up. So they're going to get their teammate back up. ToL2, I believe it was, that had gone down. But again, that's also going to open up the field for a lot of Connies to roll into the red team members here. Lipion as well will not fall into the downstate. Demon Lord coming in for a stop. Not sure if he has stability, but it did go through. And what's this? Ty, thankfully they did have a portal, so they were able to evacuate, but the question is it going to be a proper evacuation over here? He does have to get away. No, he eats the first stomp. So ToL2's going to get knocked completely out as he retreats back over here in the middle.
So close. This is actually like not a normal Qualifier game right now. What's going on? Thought it was going to be. He can still snowball, of course.
It's definitely a normal Qualifier game. It's just that we're not used to seeing Qualifier games this close is the real thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's taken so long, but yeah, the close point scores. Oh, Guardian's actually got quite a lot of conditions on him. Feels like he's going to go down quite soon. A 10 stack of bleed as well. Vulnerability stacks building up. So much damage. He's going to go down indeed. No res really coming out for him. Not too sure. I think Did someone pop banner or something? Or did he actually get the res?
Yeah, there was a banner that came down.
Okay, there was a banner. I just missed that. So many effects there. But he's actually done quite a good job at just coming out the point, just having a look at him on top.
Now, Red Team, for a few seconds there, did have a bit of an edge in the fight. They had the Force Guardian Troll out of the fight, and that was unfortunately something you see here, too, to attest the fact that Trastia has to move off towards the other nodes, and he can't really, and they don't really have another person who's like a fast mover or something in the mid-fight that can assist with that. Like, again, you take a look, they don't have an Elliot or anything on this team, and they don't have a Mesmer or anything either, so they had a really good opportunity to spike down Guardian Trollo there, because he was at about 20% health, he didn't have any cooldowns, and he was just up on the side ledge doing nothing. So if they had another bursty person that was in that mid-fight, they would have easily been able to knock that Guardian out, pretty much guarantee almost like a red team control for the time being over at that midpoint. But unfortunately, again, due to the lack of anything like that in their comp, it did really hurt them quite a bit.
Another res coming out for the red team. Like,
that is yeah.
So good.
In contrast, though, that is the advantage they get, is they get a lot more tankier characters, and they can get these reses off a lot easier due to the fact that they have bulkier guys that can go for manual reses.
It's not going to save Naya that time, though. Second time's going to go down. He's not going to have much luck. That static field going down in the mid's going to cause some issues. Causing nice separates the two teams a little bit as well. Look at Matt's going down. The res is good. Nice res as well. Really, really quick. HP on red's looking quite low at the moment. It seems like the fight is kind of in favor of blue, just as Matt's go down. Demon Lord's down as well. I'm not sure where Matt's is. I think I missed that. He is indeed at the mid still, sorry. The Demon Lord did go down, but the rally didn't actually happen for Matt's there, unfortunately. But they did get Demon Lord down, and he did res.
And then take a look over here at what we have going on at the gate. You can see that Atrocity is going to go try to take down Blue Team Gate, and this is a pretty wide move because look at how close this game is and how close to the end of this game we are.
Angel needs to go.
351 to 352. Blue Team's going to take the lead here, but let's see if Red Team can snipe this Lord. I don't think he's going to be able to do it on his own, Atrastia, but we'll have to wait and see.
Taking the mobs down. No one's chased him, though. The Ellie's not. He's actually gone back because he's worried about the point being decapped, but no one's stopping. And look, the Ellie's gone. Two have gone to the boss. Why is no one gone? Sorry, it's not the Ellie, it's Ken. He's just run over. Why are they not coming to defend this?
Alright, so Blue Lord's been engaged. Now grenade spam going on to Blue Lord. Poison's going to connect on him with 20 seconds. It may be enough to buy time here for the heal. So even if the Lord doesn't get the heal off, it's going to be at reduced effectiveness here at the moment. We've got Atrocity again at the same time. Also bringing in the damage here. Crate does not come down. It's still about 30 seconds away, so they can't bring that chaos in. Atrocity as well. Blue team coming in. The heal does connect, unfortunately, there. So he's actually going to get back up to full health. But where is the rest of the red team? Naya is now here as well. The other two guys are going to try to come in and take the decap away. But Blue team is doing their own work over there in mid. They've taken full control of middle. Mr. Demon Lord will come in and get the decap over there, and at the same time, we're also going to be seeing Lipion go in and getting a free cap back over there at the quarry. But with all that said, though, it looks like that in the end of things, Red Team, even though they're going to get a failed Lord Rush here, they may come out on top with the control here, because they're going to have a 2-cap. It's just going to come down to how well can they actually defend the 2-cap now that they've lost 2, maybe 3 players in this Lord fight.
Yeah, that's quite surprising that they were able to come back so fast, because, you know, the kind of slows pace that
in all
Lord
honesty,
Rush
that might have been the
was.
play. That might have been the bait there. It's like, all right, let's get them all to rush. Let's get them all to fall back to their Lord in a panic play, and then because they didn't push their tankier guys in, they kept their warrior back. They kept Sereldo up front over here, so they had their guys ready to go, and they didn't push them into the fight. So I guess they assumed that they were all going to panically fall back just to defend Lord, and that they could take the 2-cap in the meantime, which seems to have worked because Naval got the 2-cap. There's only 30 seconds left in the game, though, so I don't know if they actually have enough time to come back.
No, I don't think they need some kills. They need
I think they need
to
get kills, and ToL2 again, blue team's got most of its forces over here in mid, so even with players going down, they should be able to get res up pretty confidently. So with that said, I think we're going to see High Impact winning it on the timer here.
Oh
10
god,
seconds, yeah,
again,
unfortunately,
again,
yeah.
Blue, so bloody close in the points. What the hell? These two teams.
They lost their cap. Hold on. Demon Lord's down, though. Demon Lord's down. No.
Oh my good lord.
Unfortunately not. The timer was a bit too close at that point, so we're going to have a very close end of this game. 441 to 447. Our blue team, though, High Impact is going to be taking it, and they will now be 1 victory away from getting 3rd place prizing and throwing their opponents the 4th place prize. Again, though, we still have the possibility for 2 more games, so let's get to those.
Red team wins a capture point.
Alright, Jebro, so our next game, we're actually, for the first time today, going to be seeing a Kylo map. So how do you think Kylo's going to end up going?
God, not only I don't think I've seen either of these teams play on Kylo, they haven't played each other, so it's really just going to be a bit of a guessing game. I mean, you'd side it really more with the team that's got the Mesmer and also the Thief combination. I think I'd give this really to High Impact again. Just based literally on that and on mobility around the map. But, you know, Ken's bringing some stuff to the party that not many teams have to contend with a lot. So, I don't know. I mean, Naya can bunker down on a point as well. Zeraldo can rotate quite easily, and then you've got the Warrior as well. So that can pay. Even the Trap can come in as well. So there's so many variables in this game which can just completely flip it either direction, really. But I think, you know, Ty is just really, really clever with his blinks and his portal plays. I think that's going to be something which is going to come in, which is going to be really key for High Impact to just push ahead.
Alright, so let's head into the game once again. Here we are, finally on Kylo for the first time today. So let's see again how our teams are going to face off, as this can mean 3rd place prizing here if we do see High Impact taking it. But once again, if we do see a tie game, we're going to head right over onto Temple once more to find out the results there. We are just waiting for the ready-ups at the moment, and then we shall begin them.
Oh dear, last game. It's been a good one.
Indeed it has. As a reminder, guys, once again, don't forget the North American Qualifier 1 is going to be happening tomorrow as well. So that'll be starting at the same time today. 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, 21 CEST is when the stream for that is going to get started.
And Blue will be injecting himself with adrenaline. The Warriors do. Did a good job, man. Well done. It's been a good stream today as well. There's so many good games. Yeah, so many good games. I'm looking forward to it. And this is another good game that's going to come up, which could be our last. But I don't know if it is. I think for 1 or 2 of the players, it might need to be. Otherwise, I think the internet connection might get cut.
We have, I think we have some youngins in the games.
We do, indeed.
And their parents might be cutting out their internet sometime soon, so that could be an issue.
Thank you for the message someone just randomly sent me in game.
So once again, guys, this is Kylo. This is the map that we've been talking so much about. It is a 3-point capture map. Straight line orientation of the points here. This map has a lot more verticality. It's much more like the Temple of the Silent Storm in regards to how it works in its verticality. So teams that have Thieves, teams that have Mesmers, teams that have Elementals that have the ability to blink up and down between points are going to gain a huge mobility advantage on the map here. But at the same time, there's also those secondary objectives to consider, which on this map is the Trebuchet. Not worth any points or anything, but it is a huge strategical advantage due to the very close range fights, or very kind of close quarters fights that we do end up in a lot on this map, especially in inside of the clock tower. So each team has a trebuchet that can be aimed and charged and shot at each point. Again, the mid tower is destructible, so they can shoot into there regardless. And it can also be destroyed manually by players. Once it's destroyed, there is a... Apologies. There is a repair kit that'll be spawning on the adjacent side of the map that you can pick up and repair with. What's up?
No, sorry. I just thought my computer went off.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, anyway, there is a repair kit that will spawn on the adjacent side of the map that you can use to repair the trebuchet, but it obviously, again, will limit you to only your utility skills while that is up. Mesmers will be pretty good at that, though, because they can use portals and stuff to get the repair kit through, but once again, it does take some time. But that trebuchet, obviously, being a huge tactical advantage, is going to be utilized by quite a few of these teams, I'm guessing.
It's going to be pretty... just waiting for these guys to actually ready up. I'm having some lag issues.
You sound fine to me.
Okay, sorry about
The
that.
match starts soon.
Alright, guys, so here we go.
Nail down your strategy.
Final match, or what could be rather the final match of the day here. Pizza with Nutella versus High Impact. High Impact having the 1-0 game advantage here at the moment. So we're going to be seeing Guardian ToL2 will be going towards home. Interesting. Now, that is going to be done preemptively because I'm guessing they're going to expect a split here to come out from the red squad that'll be heavy on their home node, and that's a pretty big gambit, to be completely honest, moving the bunker guard towards home, because if red does end up focusing on mid, they're going to be without any serious bunkers on that point for the beginning of this game. But I have noticed that quite a few teams actually do tend to focus on side node strat, especially on EU when it comes to this map, so that's not too crazy of a thing considering that, again, it was actually proper because we have both. Oh, and a nice line of warning here. It does force Demon Mode to pop a stab here, and as well will actually guarantee blue team cap here over at their home node, so very well done indeed. Red team at the same time is going to have their cap back at the windmill to 9 because we have both Lipion and Matse getting onto this node to try and knock out Naya.
Some nice... So blue team already taking the advantage, getting 10 points into the game. Oh, just looking at Mats now getting taken out over on the windmill at the moment. Unfortunately for him, he's going to get cleaved down. Don't think they're going to go for the down. And Naya's just going to add some extra pain in there as well. And slowly, I think Lipion's going to go down as well, trying to get the hammer stun off, but not able to do that. And he's going to be going out of the fight as well. So red going to take their close point, as well as we only see about 15-point lead at the moment, so nothing significant coming out on the map at the moment.
Lipion going to end up going into the downstate, so red team will finally get a point onto the board here with the current scores being 10-27, so nothing too much to worry about. Meanwhile, we do see red team going for a takedown on the blue team trebuchet here. Atrastia taking some free time here to try and get rid of that, and then back in mid as well, you've got the usual tussle that we usually see. Demon Lord and Zereldo here, two kind of tanky individuals, with Demon Lord bringing a lot of the CC to the mid fight here on Hammer at the moment, and you've also got the Mesmer Taiju coming in on the side. That's going to be some big bursts, especially if he's able to connect it on his Zereldo over here when he doesn't have cooldowns properly prepared, so he's got to keep an eye on that now, the Guardian does, with this mid fight starting. Thankfully, though, Mr. Demon Lord is going to come in, bring the extra pressure on the Taiju, and kind of eliminate any threat of taking down the Bunker Guardian anytime soon, unless Taiju is a master multitasker here, which we're going to have to wait and see if he'll be able to pull something like that off.
It's such a big team. Everyone's really committing to this team fight at the moment. Red still have their treb up though, so I'm just wondering if maybe someone sneaked over there, just popped a shot off into the mid. They could probably just win that team fight, but it looks like the fight is actually going to push over towards the mansion, perhaps. But actually, just the Red Thief just decaps the mansion again. The patience is there, where he just decaps it enough for someone from blue to drop out of that mid fight and just relieve some pressure with it.
Yep, and that's going to force Lipion to fall back once again, eliminating a pretty big part of the team fight there. The Hambo once more brings, like I just saying, a lot of CC to the team fight, and without that, you obviously are going to have your opponents free roaming a lot more, so eliminating that, definitely not something you want to have to worry about. So now once again, back in mid here, things still going pretty strong for both teams, to be honest, but again, with Ken going down, that's a pretty big part of their team fight. Lots of their content damage. Thankfully, they do have a banner ready to go, so they'll get him back up, but now look at this red team, specifically Naya, is shooting into the mid here, but blue team so far doing a good job of mitigating it, but nonetheless, though, it is going to be wasting dodge endurance here, and if they don't actually get rid of this trap quickly enough, you will definitely see people like Guardian ToL2 eventually getting hit by the trebuchet or getting thrown into big combos here, like Taiju can do with Shatters.
2cap really is quite strong at the moment. There's really Redo they look like they're a bit confused on what to do. Naya's not sure if he should push towards windmill at the moment, and the 1v1 over on the mansion has actually meant that they got the decap, so we've got 1 cap each at the moment. Quite a slow game really at the moment. It's come almost to 11 minutes and 30 seconds left on the map.
Again, with the scores only not even hitting like 100 points for any teams yet. I think we're just about to hit 100 points here for high impact. It is looking like it's going to be another very, very slow game here, but still, so far at least, it definitely is in the favor of high impact. Now, once again, we did actually see high impact kind of getting kicked off of middle there, so they're going to transfer a lot of their guys over here to the mansion and try to shift to a bit of a side note strategy for a bit. Now, coming into this fight, they've got Angel Chaos here. They've got a good amount of support. They've got ToL2, and that's most of their burst here as well. And with Guardian Cholo and Matse here, these guys are going to be a pretty strong force to be reckoned with here on the side note, especially once again because of the fact that blue team is generally speaking running with squishier characters and that this side note has a lot more open room to fight in. I do think that blue team is going to have a much easier time fighting over here, but at the same time, we do see a portal opening up over here from the blue team. Mesmer ToL2 trying to see if it's going anywhere here. Let's take a look. Looks like he's just retreating back over here towards the windmill, and he's going to fight off against Atrasty to try and take that back under his control, as he had just caught him there a couple seconds ago to try and decap that.
Naya, just mid. It's going to be really tough. Like the red actually going to start coming back into this game again. So it's like they get to that point where they pull some points back, as slowly does it, and then Impact pull away again, and then there'll be some crazy mechanic, and they'll just pull it out towards the end. But there is no mechanic in this other than the trap. They can't kill the Treb and get points.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you could, it would be quite interesting. But blue team again, look, bringing back the 2-cap now as well, recapping mid very quickly. Red Thief just bailing off mid now as well. Naya just trying to sneak into the windmill node at the moment, trying to put some pressure down on the blue Mesmer of ToL2, and not sure how lucky he's going to be here. Chaos Storm is really big, and he's putting that on the point enough that Naya's going to be in a bit of trouble as well. We do see Matt's coming. He's just going to pick his moment, and he's just going to jump on Naya as soon as he possibly can, just ranging him actually at the moment. A nice knockback as well, preventing any kind of cap on that node, and Naya's going to go down over.
Oh no! Oh no! Gets himself up there with the spirit. Very well done.
Missed that, but he's still.
And now once again over here, we do see that Demon Lord too kind of come onto the node to kind of take the place of Dia. You've also got Atrasty coming here too, and Atrasty again, Matse seems to be a little bit scared of Atrasty in general here, but obviously the low health pool is just going to make him that more scared. Thankfully though, he is able to get within range of Guardian Cholo, and a good portal pop is going to put them right back onto the node there too. Good mobility usage over there once again by ToL2. Helping get those guys right back into play, and blue team will continue fighting over here as their lead continues to extend here, because once again you can see these guys really just rocketing ahead. The current score is still being 90 to 190 points now for the blue team.
Yeah, it's really starting to pull the lead ahead now. In the midpoint, Ken's currently going to be up against Lipo and might be able to take him down just through the skill of him at the moment, and can't really deny that from Ken at the moment. But they're really starting to pull away blue now. They're gonna. It feels like they just want to get this over and done with. They want to prove that they are still good enough to come up against these good teams, and obviously that has been the case tonight. Angel versus Zeraldo currently over on the mansion point at the moment as well. So Zeraldo's kind of a little bit out of position, not really in the team fight, but he's still holding it. But mid really is just bringing in the caps. Although Ken might get decap. Not too sure if we can knock him off again. He's got enough utility to do that.
And indeed here, Atrasty is still in the down state. Red team is trying to get him back up, but like we said here, and this is actually still a pretty close team fight. ToL2 is down from the blue side as well, so both teams are kind of trying to scramble here to get people back up and get people down. Thankfully, ToL2 for the blue side does get up, but Lipion is down in mid, however, so Ken is just going to be able to save his life over here. He'll get the cap, and that'll fall under a red team banner, but back at the windmill, it does look like that blue team is going to take things pretty darn competently with both Naya, Demon Lord, and Atrasty all going into the down state. And it seems as though our red squad is going to call GG.
Fair enough.
So with that said, blue team's going to take it, guys. Red team,
just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Red team does not want to fight any further. They call GG. So with that said, our blue squad, High Impact, is going to be winning. They're going to be getting third place rewards, and of course, once again, Pizza with Nutella will be scoring fourth place here in this cup.
Yeah, big props to these guys. I think they are really tight. I think it's been a long, quite emotional few games as well for both of these teams. And, you know, I think it's kind of taken its toll on a few people. A couple of people might need to just head to bed and whatnot. But really, seriously, these two teams, bow down. Good job. Seriously, awesome games we've seen from both of those guys. Sad to see them go. But, you know, that's the way it is, unfortunately.
Yep. And there you have the results, guys, of today's tournament. We are going to be seeing, once again, I Love Lunch, as well as 55 HP Monks. Those two teams are the first 2 out of our 8 teams to qualify for the Tournament of Legends Grand Finals. That'll be at the end of August, so those guys got a nice long break to get themselves ready. We still got 3 more qualifiers, though, guys, and as well, we have the North American qualifiers coming up tomorrow. That starts at the same time we started today, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and 21 CEST, so make sure you guys are tuning in for that. But that's about it for us today. We do still have one more llama to give away, so while we're doing our sign-offs here, we are going to give away the llama very quickly. We're going to be doing it while we're live, so give us a second. Let me just set that up really quickly in the chat. Let it catch up to me here too. But once again, that is the end of the stream. We do actually have to promote a couple things here. So Jebro, if you want to start it off, if you want to give any shout-outs to anybody or anything real quick?
I want to say well done to you, Blue. Good job with setting everything up. Seriously, some good games today, man, and everyone's looking forward to it. So good job again. I will promote myself very quickly. YouTube.com/UnityJebro is my YouTube channel. Twitch.tv/JebroUnity, the other way around, is my Twitch channel, and my Twitter is @JebDan. Thank you as well to all the different language streams as well. No doubt also doing an epic job. And everyone should come back tomorrow for the NA game. Same time start, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, same start as tomorrow. Same exact time.
It's going to be good. So we're going to see some more good games, and yeah, there's just so much more coming up, including, Gamescom as well.
All right. So with that said, guys, once again, that is going to be the end. Make sure you do follow Misspedia over on Facebook, over at facebook.com/Misspedia. You can also follow us on Twitter over at Misspedia. We'll be doing, I think, some gem giveaways on both of those platforms. My Twitter is down below, as is Jebro's. There is also a link down below to my YouTube if you guys are interested in that. I do some solo queue videos and stuff. Tournament VODs, there is also a link to the YouTube channel where we'll be uploading today's VODs to as well. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow that channel or subscribe to that channel. And other than that, I believe that is it. Be sure to check out the weeklies as well, as those are happening every week, even while ToL is going on. We have the 2v2s every Tuesday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. We have the ESL 2v2, the ESL Weekly 2v2, that is. 20 CEST is when that starts, and the North American Misspedia Weekly 2v2 happens at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And obviously Thursday being Conquest Day, we have the ESL Weekly that starts at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 20 CEST, and the North American Misspedia Weekly at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And those are all open signups, so there's info over on the PvP events forum if you guys want to learn more about that stuff. But other than that, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Once again, one more quick reminder, the North American tournament does start tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in for that. But other than that, we hope you have enjoyed today's stream, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow, but if we can't, I'm really butchering this sign-off, aren't I?
You're doing fine, man. You're doing absolutely fine. What I think you meant to say is thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you very soon. He'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you next Saturday.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good one, and have a good day.